Hi Vibrant Souls, welcome or welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is Vibrant Soul Tarot. And if you are returning or if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, my Vibrant Soul Tribe. It's always a pleasure to have you guys here. So today we are looking at the person on your mind and we are going to be asking, how do they feel about you right now? And what I mean about right now is just the time that you are coming across this reading. This reading will be timeless, so even though it says right now, it doesn't have to be the time that it's posted. I just mean like at the time that it aligns for you, so whenever you come across it, okay? Other than that, we are just going to be really like looking in as deep as we can into this person's feelings for you, kind of what's going on with them when it comes to you, maybe what's going on with them when it comes to the connection too, all of that sort of thing. We got tons of tools. We're going to be using tarot, oracles, channeled message cards. We're even going to be getting some confirmation, zodiac signs, some initials, all of that good stuff. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, welcome. Let's go ahead and get into the pile selection so you can decide what pile you feel most drawn to. So as you can see, we have these three piles to choose from. We're going to start right here with pile number one. Pile number one, we have the Love Tarot deck. And on top of that, we have this rose quartz heart here. So this is the tarot and this is the rose quartz heart for pile number one. Moving along to option number two, we have the Graffiti Tarot deck, and we have this lapis lazuli heart for pile number two. And then last but not least, pile number three, we have the Wild Reflections Tarot deck, and we have this tiger's eye heart here for pile number three. So you can pick, geez, I'm like shaking right now. I just had a bunch of coffee on an empty stomach and I think I probably should eat something, but never mind that. Choose whatever pile you feel most drawn to. If you feel drawn to multiple piles, that's perfectly fine and perfectly normal too. There may be multiple different messages in them for you. Just trust yourself, trust your intuition, and do what feels right to you, okay? When you have your pile selected, I will post the timestamps for each one in the description box below for your convenience. As always, there will be a additional channeled song to each pile, which is kind of just like a little add-on. That's in the description box as well. If you're wondering any of the names of the decks that will be used in this reading, that will be in the description box too. Basically, just feel free to check the description box for any information or questions you may be looking for. If you do not see it or you do not see your question answered, you can comment it and I will try my best to get back to you in a timely manner. But other than that, I'm gonna get a little snack and I will see you at whatever pile or piles you choose. Bye. Pile one, welcome to your reading. If you chose the Love Tarot or the Rose Quartz Heart, you have found the right place. So today we are asking, how does that person feel about you right now? The person on your mind, the person that you're inquiring about. What are their current feelings for you at the time that you are coming across this reading? So all you have to do is just sit back and relax. We are going to begin. I just want to set the intention first, invite spirit in, and then we will pull some cards here. So spirit, if you could please tune me in to my pile one's collective energy and the collective messages here for pile one in regards to this person on their mind and in regards to this person's feelings for pile one. May this reading offer them clarity into this, insights or answers that they may be looking for in regards to this person's feelings or anything that they just need to know, see, and hear right now about how this person feels. Thank you, spirit. Okay. So I thought we'd start with like a little overall energy of their feelings right now. And then we're going to pull some tarot to get all the juicy details. So what is their overall energy of this person's feelings right now towards pile one? Where are they at? We have flow. I'm hearing like flowing through any blockages within them. This makes me, for some reason, I'm picking up on like, flow is usually like really easy, right? It's like go with the flow, flowing down the river. But for some reason, I'm picking up on a little bit of resilience from this flow energy. Let's get one more. What is the overall energy of this person's? Flowing with their heart is what I'm feeling. Flowing with how they feel, what they want, not what they fear. What is the overall energy of this person's feelings towards pile 1, Spirit? Oh, and faith. Yeah. Flow and faith that it's going to work out, that whatever they decide to do from this point on is going to reap the benefits. This person could be feeling like more drawn to you at this time, or like just getting, whether it's getting to know you more or going deeper. For some of you, we'll read the tarot too, but for some of you, this could be like, if this person has been hesitant, or if there's been specific blockages that have come up between you and them, it's kind of like moving through that, getting over it, flowing towards where they want to go, flowing with their heart, flowing with their feelings, and having faith, or needing to have faith in themselves, in the outcome, and where they want to be. Bottom of the deck, we have sadness. What's that about? We're going to get more oracles and things like that down the line, but I think it's time for some tarot. Spirit, how is this person currently feeling about pile 1? What are their current feelings right now for pile 1 at the time pile 1 is coming across this reading? Thank you. Ooh. 5 of Swords, doing a little backflip there. The Ace of Swords. I'm hearing Uranus energy. So that could be like changes, an abrupt shift, doing things differently than what they're normally used to. We have the 10 of Swords and we have the Page of Pentacles. Clarifying this 5 of Swords here. All this sword energy makes me think that this person has been doing a lot of thinking, or this situation and you have been heavily on their mind. We have the Page of Cups. Clarifying the Ace of Swords here. We have the Chariot. Clarifying the 10 of Swords here. We have the 7 of Pentacles. And clarifying the Page of Pentacles here. Oopsies. We have the Emperor. Nice. Bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Speaking of flow and change, that's what the Wheel of Fortune is kind of all about, right? I mean, there's multiple different things, like it's about luck and the ups and downs and stuff like that, but I feel like this is like the wheel of change, so to speak, coming through in this reading. Some specific zodiac signs that are coming through very strongly. We will get more confirmation later down the line, but we have Cancer and Aries, so that could be significant to some of you. We also have a hell of a lot of air sign energy too. Let's talk about it. How is this person currently feeling about you? I feel like this connection in this situation has really challenged them. I feel like it's challenging them to grow. I feel like it's challenging them to almost like mature in ways. With the Page of Pentacles and the Emperor, that's very much growth and very much needing to be matured, needing to stand your ground, needing to definitely walk the walk and not just talk the talk. And I think that with this authority type of energy this Emperor card brings here, I think that they're feeling like it's due time to potentially take things into their hands, their own hands, when it comes to this connection. This could be like, whether it's just overcoming any obstacles, which I feel like with the 5 of Swords and maybe even the 10 of Swords, the obstacles could be coming from within, or past karmic cycles that they've been through and things like that. Like an example would be like with the Faith card here, they want this situation to work out differently than either it has currently or their past connections, depending on your situation. And so that's going to require them to think differently. That's going to require them to act differently. That's going to require them to show up differently. When they are triggered, when things happen, they are not going to be able to run and hide from this situation. They are not going to be able to avoid this situation if this is something that they truly want, right? We have the Chariot card, which can represent willpower and determination, along with this Ace of Swords. So I have my truth, I have my answer, or I have some information that I want to share with you, Pile 1. And when I say I, am talking about them. And I have this information that I want to share with you. I want the answers, I want the truth, I want this conversation, I want to know what it's going to be, okay? And so they're going to have to move through this Five of Swords and this Page of Cups energy, which is probably fears, doubts. There could be some inner child healing. This can also be head versus heart type of energy too. My heart says go with the flow. My heart says go with it, go for it. The Page of Cups is like, let's dive deeper. Let's see what the future has in store, right? Whereas the Five of Swords can be like, well, look at all these issues, look at all these things that have gone wrong and blah, blah, blah. For some of you with the Five of Swords, there could have been some specific conflict between you and them, whether that's an argument or something that just feels very kind of head buddy, so to speak, something that feels, and like I said, if that isn't the case, then this conflict is probably coming from within, and it could just be due to like the inner child work, like as in like, well, I feel hurt, or I feel very vulnerable, or I feel like I'm not being heard, or I need to be heard, and stuff like that. Whereas we're ending here on the Page of Pentacles and the Emperor, which is going to say require them, okay, you're not the victim in this situation right now, or you're not just going to let everything happen to you and only you. You're going to need to muster up this strength, this courage, take this sword and go forth and be fierce, right? The Ten of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, it could be like this person is definitely feeling like this situation has more to come. Sometimes the Ten of Swords can come out when there is a very painful ending, or there had been something that happened where we're kind of carrying these wounds, whether we're carrying this guilt, we're carrying this shame, or we're carrying the fears and doubts and all of these things, you know, with us, right? And I think that the fact that it's flow, faith, and ending on this person is like in this energy of saying, okay, no more of letting this dictate my life, dictate my actions, you know, like I want to see this through. I need to put more effort into it. There's something here where they're like, it's not over, it's not done. It doesn't have to be this way. And this could be an outlook that they're currently healing and shifting to. Like it doesn't always have to, relationships don't always have to end horribly. They don't always have to end painfully. They don't always have to be this hard, you know. It's like, okay, so, but I'm gonna have to, with the Seven of Pentacles, put forth some effort here. I'm going to have to make some moves. I'm going to have to make the decision. I'm going to have to be the leader of my own life. And I'm going to have to, I want to say, I don't mean like gender roles, but it is the Emperor and the Emperor is divine masculine. And I wanted to say I need to man up. And that even if they are a woman, or it doesn't matter what gender or anything like that, but you know the term or the phrase man up, which is like basically mustering up that courage and moving forth. The Ace of Swords could be whether it's a newfound clarity or clarity that this person wants from you. It's the truth. It's I want to know the truth of the situation. I want to know what it's going to be, not what I just always think it's going to be, not what I assume what it's going to be, not what my doubts and my fears tell me it's going to be. I want to know if I can be faithful in this. I want to know if I can have faith. I want to know if I can allow my silly little fantasies, if I can allow my silly little wants, my silly little dreams, if they can be true, you know. And I think sometimes this person may, I think sometimes with the Five of Swords, they may, I almost want to say, like an inner argument or maybe like a little bit of an inner war when it comes to those two things, right? And it could be just based off of the things that they've genuinely experienced. And if they've been through a lot of hardships in life, or they haven't been lucky in relationships, or they feel like they're trying to avoid this disaster, avoid this pain, I think that they're realizing it's almost like, if I don't see this through, if I don't do something about it, if I don't push through, it's gonna be this either way. And so there is a chance that if I follow through, if I flow with my heart and what I want, which would be you, like I said, it could be a specific conversation, it could be like just putting all of these reservations to the side and going with it anyways. There's also a chance that it could work out and stuff. But I think that, like I said, you've definitely caused this person to be in a state of growth, to be in a state of maturing, almost like they're wanting to step up their game and be the person that is required to be with you or to have this connection. I just heard too, the old ways aren't cutting it. And that's very much Emperor and Page of Pentacles energy too. The old ways aren't cutting it. We gotta make some changes. We gotta do things differently. Like I said, we gotta grow. We gotta mature. We gotta step it up. And it's almost like them shifting into being the one in charge of their life, not their fears, not their doubts, not their insecurities, not their past, not even their own mind. Spirit, what is this Ace of Swords and this Chariot? Give us a little bit more insights into this. We have the Eight of Swords. And we also have the King of Swords and the Devil. Wow. Yeah, that's reflecting kind of like everything. So the Eight of Swords can be our fears. It's our overthinking. It's us feeling trapped. The King of Swords is us overcoming these things in our mind. Because the King of Swords is the master of the mind. It's the master of the sword element, the air element. And the Devil is what keeps us stuck. It's what keeps us tied down. And I truly think that there's something here that has motivated this person to see this through, to stop living in fear, to want to stop feeling like the victim, to want to stop holding back. And maybe with the Ten of Swords too, there's like undiscovered, or they're discovering all of these things that have been kind of inside them, that they've been carrying with them, that they need to overcome here too. And with the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, yeah, it's scary. Yeah, they're kind of doubting sometimes this situation because they don't want it to end in a way that they feel will be detrimental to themselves or maybe to you. And it is requiring this version of themselves. You've really pushed them. And I love that the faith and flow came out too. Because the tarot is showing us right now kind of like, oh, we have the Hermit at the bottom too. Some Virgo energy as well. But the tarot is showing us that it's not as easy for this person as sometimes it may seem. The tarot is showing us here too that there are things in this person's energy that that Devil card energy too, of wanting to keep them stuck in this perpetual cycle of like, whether it's avoidance or whether it's just accepting defeat, but it's ending on a note of like, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to keep going with the flow. We're going to try to have faith, and we're going to see the truth of this situation, not what my mind is saying. And maybe this person struggles with that too. With the Devil card too, this person can struggle sometimes with jealousy as well, or possessiveness, But also with the Devil card here too, that can represent an innate, very, very strong desire at the same time. Spirit, tell me more about how this person is currently feeling. I just heard they need a little time. But this has almost been like a call to action. We're going to, yeah, I'm switching up all the decks that I was going to use. Oh, change and self-esteem. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Almost like this is worthy of something great, and they're like, I need to realize, I need to know that I'm worthy of this. Spirit, how is this person feeling about pile 1 right now? Courage. Wow, that's freaking perfect. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Wow. This person doesn't want to let this like situation just slide out or fall away or slide out of their hands. They definitely, like I said, you're challenging them to rise above. You're challenging them to grow in this way. How is this person feeling, Spirit? Oopsies, it fell on the ground. Oh, sorry, I have to kick it towards me so I can reach it. Oh, we have gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. And I genuinely think that, oh, look at this purple energy, which is like the head chakra. The head. It's like the crown chakra. But I was gonna say the green energy is like the heart chakra, and I was gonna say head versus heart type of energy that we're seeing here. Oh, and I love that the overall energy is flow and faith, because I do feel like the tarot is genuinely showing us, like, you know, these are what this person deals with sometimes when it comes to you and when it comes to this connection, and it's nothing that they can help. It's like again, I know I think I've said this before in other readings, but if you want something really bad, or if you wanted something to work out really bad, it does come with all of the shadow sides of that you're going to have to face. The fears, the doubts, the potential, well, what ifs, you know? And I think that overall, the gratitude that, and I think gratitude is really important in connections too. So I think that this is a really good sign, because one of the things that I feel is important that I think not a lot of people talk about in partnerships or in relationships that make relationships longer lasting, that make it feel like you can overcome obstacles in relationships, is when both people genuinely have they feel very grateful. They feel very grateful for the other person, or they feel very grateful to have them, or they are just very grateful for them in general, or like you and stuff. And I think that that's coming out for this reason as well too. And I think that it's important to say and to know, because we're here talking, or, you know, the tarot cards were kind of showing all of the issues and everything like that. But at the end of the day, this person has a lot of gratitude for you. And that can be something that is very strong pulling, you know, with this courage here and gratitude. It's very powerful, and it works very well in relationships, because I mean, when you look at the opposite end of the spectrum, if a person just takes the other person for granted, or they're not grateful for them, if there's lots of resentments and there's lots of other things, right, it kind of is already showing maybe this situation isn't going to last, or maybe it's not, because you are already having, like, this person's already feeling this way, and that's not what you want, and that's not what you deserve. And usually how they truly feel about you is going to reflect in their actions. Whereas this person, yes, they have all this, but it's also them showing up as like, okay, well, I want to be better. Well, I want to step up. Well, I want to change that. I want to change this outcome for me. Like, I want to rewrite this situation and stuff, because I genuinely am grateful to have somebody like pile 1 in my life. Bottom of the deck, we have perseverance. And this is like, and we have change coming through again. It's a theme here. We have that Wheel of Fortune at the bottom here too. And I do think that it's a very pivotal point for this person, but it's what they need. It's the energy, it's the motivation, it's what they need to make this happen. Because at least, I mean, I would say at the very least, it's like they're not just going to give up and throw in the towel, you know? There's a want to persevere. There's a desire to make this work. And with the gratitude in that, I think that that's a good foundation to have. And I think that that's really beautiful, and you should be very proud of yourself too for stirring this in this person, even if you didn't even do it on purpose. Of course, you're just being you. But I think that's very beautiful and very cute. And I think faith is what this person needs to be reminded of. I think faith is what they need to kind of hold on to and have, because the ego mind, our doubts, our fears, all of those things, they can be so powerful and they can be so freaking convincing. But if you really, 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 truly want something, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to muster up this courage, and you're going to have to do things to change. You're going to have to persevere because you appreciate it, because you truly, truly appreciate this, what pile 1 you guys have to offer and all of that stuff too. We even have, oh geez, I didn't even realize, we even have more green in chakra. The heart and the crown is coming through very strongly here in every single one. This can be the sacral chakra, which we can see a little bit of that with the solar plexus in there too. So, wow. All right, let's get some channeled messages for you. Spirit, what else can you tell us about, oh geez, dang, can you let me freaking finish talking before you start falling out? They fell on the floor again, excuse me. I have a hair on them now too. Jeez. Okay, so the ones that fell, it says you were created just for me. I'm coming back to you. And why did you do this? Let's get a couple more and we'll talk about all of them. Or let's get one more from this deck. Actually, a bunch just fell out. So this is the top one. I don't care what other people think anymore. I want you. And this could, it's not even really, I'm not really picking up on what other people think. I'm feeling like I don't care about anything else right now, or what's happening, whether, like we said, what your circumstances are, what's going on within them. It's like, I don't care about that. I just know that I want you. Kind of simplifying it, right? Which is sometimes we need to do. Sometimes simplify is better. So we did have other ones that came out, but the bottom of the deck here we have, I'm so happy that I found you. We have betrayal. I'm hiding a secret from you. And let's travel to unknown lands together. Whether or not this person feels betrayed, there was betrayals, or they just no longer want to betray themselves. It can be really easy to do some self-betrayal, and that's kind of like that, ignoring your true wants and your true desires as well. The I'm hiding secrets from you, you know, needing to come out, be honest, the truth, you know, needing to face the truth, face the facts, face yourself, say the truth, say everything how it is, and then go from there. Because once you throw it or put it all out on the table, yes, you can't take it back. Yes, you can't redo it, but at least the truth is out and you can start fresh, you can start clean. And maybe the why did you do this as well. I feel like this person has unanswered questions that they feel like they want to know from you. Whether that's them needing to ask the right questions, needing to come forth with this, or just needing to see something for themselves. It kind of feels like they have questions. Now, if you and this person are in a separation, the I'm coming back to you, this feels like what's going on in their current energy. Again, it kind of feels like they need to overcome these things. There's something here with that Seven of Pentacles that feels incomplete. Something like, I think I said that too, something that they kind of need to see through. And it's going to take them with the Ten of Swords, again, moving through that heavy energy as well. The Ten of Swords can come out too, even like when we're feeling triggered. Like sometimes in tarot, it comes out, yes, it can represent painful endings and stuff like that, an ending to a cycle. But when we're feeling triggered, the Ten of Swords can come out to say, hey, there's old wounds right now that are resurfacing. There's old wounds that you can move past through right now. You can get through it, but just know that that's what this is from. And I think that this is telling to this person's energy. And I think that's why we have this change energy, or wanting to go with the flow and have faith, because they're not going to want to keep repeating the same cycles or doing things the same old ways. There is a want for change. There is a want for growth. I just spit on this card. There is a want for growth, and there is a need to evolve, right? Spirit, how is this person currently feeling about, oh my God, why do I keep doing that? Stop doing that. No. Let me just have a little tighter grip on this deck. Spirit, well, how is this person currently feeling about pile 1? What did I just say? We're not doing that. This could also represent too, there's just a lot of things that this person is feeling, maybe a lot of things that they want to say, but we're going to pull them, okay? They can, if I feel called to pull more, we will, okay? Don't worry about the ones that you probably, a lot of you guys, when that happens, you're like, I want to see what they say. If they're meant to come out, they're meant to come out. But if there's like 20 freaking cards, we got to narrow it down some. We got to narrow it down some. Okay, this one flipped over. I hope you're doing well. I ask about you. I read this right now as I don't know what to feel. So I'm going to take that as a sign too, but it says I don't know how I feel. I don't know how to feel. Should I feel good? Should I feel... I don't know if I can trust what you say. So like this person is coming through, yes, with their own doubts, their own fears. Of this, of like, I want to believe, I want to know the truth, and I want to see the truth, and I want to believe it. But that Five of Swords coming out as the first one too, I think there's conflict here. And like I said, with the Page of Cups, this could be through inner child healing or inner child wounds, right? And that's something we see a tremendous amount of in relationships too. Like, it's almost, we're basically all just like grown adults with like adult bodies, you know, and we're like still acting and living through our inner child experiences, which is the whole point of healing, bringing the awareness to it. And we all just can't help because we're carrying that with us all the time. It was our formative years. It shaped us so strongly, and it has such a hold on us too, which is why the whole point of like healing and making peace with like your past or forgiveness and things like that comes through. If I'm scared to tell you how I really feel. Let's get one more. Oh, 2 want to come out. 2 want to come out. And these kind of go together. Okay. You'll be the one that got away. I always come running back to you. I think this shows the importance. Oh, bottom of the deck, sorry. Tell me how you feel about me. Yeah, wouldn't you like to know, weather boy? And that always comes out too when people are being challenged as well to like they're being challenged to like with the courage and to face these fears and to come through and to say what they need to say. Of course, it would be easy and a lot of relief if it just came to them and you were like, hey, this is how I feel about you. Now, if you feel like doing that, you can do that too. I'm not saying there's a right or wrong. I'm just saying, like, of course, you know, it's easier when someone comes to you and says, hey, like, like an example would be like a crush situation too, which this feels deeper than that, but like a crush situation of like, oh, I really like this person. I want to tell him how I feel. I want to tell him how I feel. I'm scared. And then all of a sudden they come up and they're like, hey, I just want to tell you I really like you. And then you're like, thank God, I really like you too. I've been wanting to say that. It goes hand in hand with that sort of energy that we're picking up on here too. So I'm coming back to you. I always come running back to you. This person feels very stuck on you for sure. They don't want to let this situation go. That's something that I've been seeing too. They have to grow, they have to develop, they have to go with the flow of how they feel, follow that with that Chariot too. Even though I think I did say I was sensing, I was like, this flow doesn't seem as easy as flow usually talks about it, flow usually sounds. Feels like they kind of need to challenge themselves, and now it makes sense. And with the Faith card here too, it's time to have some faith. You gotta do it. All right. So let's go ahead and shift into the confirmation zodiac signs, which I know we did get a couple already. We said Cancer, Aries, and I think we said Virgo too. So we have Gemini. Gemini and Aquarius. Oh yeah, we did have lots of air sign energy too. So we have Gemini and Aquarius. Spirit, what are some other significant zodiac signs here for my pile 1? Capricorn. Oh, we did see the Devil card too. Oh god, I should have said that. Capricorn and Sagittarius. Oh, and landing on Virgo again. Oh, and then landing on Scorpio. Kind of just has a mind of its own right now. Some significant initials here. Going back for more. For some of you, is Lord of the Rings very significant or significant for this person? I don't know why that's coming up, but okay, so we have an H, we have an O, oh look, we have an M, and we have an E. Home. Oh, you could feel like home to this person, or just saw go home because of the G and an O, but I mean, that's kind of the point of dating and relationships too, is you want to find that person that feels like home to you, or that person that you can create a home with, or that person that, you know, you feel like you can just confide. And sometimes a home can represent like the 4th house, which is like someone that we can just be our true selves. When you're alone in your room and, you know, you don't have anyone else outside either seeing you or judging you, like how you truly act, who you truly are, being able to be like that with somebody else is an intimacy that I think is very, very powerful. It's very beautiful, you know? You can just be your true self. So we have a G. I think we said that already. We have a G and an O. We have a T and an F, which go right here just by itself makes me think of like, okay, it's go time. Like it's time for action. It's time to do something. We have 2 R's here, so the initial R could be very significant. There could also be like acronyms in here if you guys see any that stand out to you. We have an L. Oh, if we had a K, we could spell luck. We have a C and a U. You can spell the name Ruth. I've always really liked that name. I always thought it was cute. Let's see. We can see me too. Luther. Honestly, GTFO, I think that's an acronym for get the fuck out. Maybe they feel like maybe they're like worried that like, if they were to come to you or whatever, you'd be like, get the fuck out. Go the fuck home. I'm not saying that's true. I'm just saying you never know. With all of these, like that mental energy, that conflict and that 8 of Swords and everything, like that could be genuinely something that they kind of worry about. Okay, well, let me know if you guys see any other significant signs or like acronyms or words or anything like that. It's always good to know as well too. We're just gonna get a couple cards for you. just to see what you need to know right now. Actually, I'm going to start with this deck. We're bringing out the old handy dandy audacity deck. Also, if you see any, like, I keep finding these little black hairs. That's my little dog. He has little, like, wiry black hairs, and they get everywhere. But sometimes they look like long pubes. It's really funny. Okay, Spirit, what is a message to leave on with pile 1 in regards to this situation? I'm just going to choose a card here. Ooh, we have the Mom Boss here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Fiddle Leaf Fig. What is the message here? Spirit's saying too, I know it's hard, but we have to focus and get stuff done that we need to get stuff to. There's almost like a redirection. Now, I'm not saying you have to completely forget on stuff, but sometimes it can be really easy to spend a lot of energy, a lot of time on things, and just be aware of how that can affect your other day-to-day life. Yes, I know these things can be challenging. Yes, I know these feelings are very tough, and I'm not trying to invalidate them, or I'm not trying to say to avoid them, but Spirit's like, you have the ability to still show up in your life the way that you need to show up, and show up for yourself the way that you need to show up, and then also trust and know that things are going to be dealt with, things are going to work out, you're going to see the answers and all of that stuff too, okay? So Spirit's almost like it's time for you to kind of just remember, if you can't fix it right now, if you can't do anything about it right now, if you can't figure it out right now, or if you can't know what it's going to be or what the future holds right now, sometimes it's more important to focus on the things that you can control. Focus on the things that you do need to get done. The Fiddle Leaf Fig is sometimes, if something is too hard right now to keep together, if something keeps collapsing, or if something keeps going wrong, or if it's like, if it's just too much time and energy right now to keep this up, Spirit's saying, let it burn, let it work out, let it show you, and don't neglect yourself and the other parts of your life right now. And I know that can be hard too. Like, trust me, I do that all the time. If I'm like so focused on something, I feel like I will literally like not want to do anything. But there's stuff here that Spirit's saying is really important in your day-to-day life. This could be your routine as well too. This could be things that you need to get done. This could be work, projects. This could be, I mean, it's the Mom Boss. You could literally have kids and things like that. And I'm not saying you're neglecting your kids or anything like that. It's that would be the case of you have the strength to show up and then still, you know, be kind of dealing with other things, because you are somebody who is tremendously powerful. But also make sure you're getting rest. Also make sure you're spending time on yourself, for yourself. And you are, even if it's just like a little like meditation practice, or like 2 meditation practices through the day, where you decide in that moment, even if it's like 20 minutes, 10 minutes, or you can do it periodically, where you just decide in that moment, right now, nothing else matters. Tell your mind, I know we care a lot about these things. I know we're stressing about other things. I know we got bills to pay. I know we got things to do. But in this moment right now, I'm gifting myself some time to breathe. I can set these things, like you can also like envision like a door or a box, and you can set these things outside the door, and you can set them in the box to return to when you need them. But right now, breathe, get some space. We have arrows popping through here too. Okay, Spirit, sorry, let's get a card from here. We have the 8th house. Bottom of the deck, we have Sagittarius here too. Sagittarius being a card of expansion as well. Right now, what you're seeing is not all there is. The 8th house is a deep house of transformation. It's sometimes when there's 8th house transits, it's not easy, okay? And to my people that have planets in your 8th house, or things aspecting your 8th house, you know this energy very well. But you also know that it's transformative, and you also know that it's beneficial usually after the fire, after the collapse, after the burn. It's very, very, very transformative, and it creates the future version of you that is stronger, wiser, better. And you can't really see that though when you're going through it. and trust me, again, I know you can't really see it when you're going through it sometimes, but just know that if you're walking through the fire right now, or anything that you're going through, you are overcoming. You will get through. You will come out on the other side. Sometimes it's okay to sit in there. Sometimes it's okay to sit with it and challenge these fears, challenge these feelings, and challenge these things, you know. Remind yourself that as you're feeling it, that you are strong, that you are capable, that you are powerful. You can surrender at the same time, and you can have your own sense of faith. Well, look at that flow in faith. You can have your own sense of faith in regards to that what will be for you, and what's best for you, and what won't means that it either wasn't, or it will not be, or there's something better. This is something that I just recently thought about as well too, and it's good to know for the future. It's good to know sometimes for things when there's uncertainty, when there's questions, when you're wondering what's going to happen, what's going on. Is basically like, sometimes I look back at my life, and I look back at certain things that didn't work out, certain relationships that didn't work out, that I wanted it to work out so damn bad at that time. But now, with fresh eyes out of it, I can look back and I can truly see it didn't work out because I was not going to be happy there. I was not going to be okay there. That wasn't really for me. I mean, it was for me at the time, but it wasn't meant for me in the long haul, in the long run. And I think that that's something that is just good to remember, and it's good to take with us, especially if we don't know what's going to happen. You know, it's like, okay, well, if it doesn't work out this way, if it's too hard, if it's not doing what it needs to do, and it's too much energy, you know what I'm saying, then maybe the universe has other plans, or maybe I just need to sit back and let it unfold. And but with this 8th house energy, this, like I said, it could represent that this situation isn't always the easiest. The 8th house can be very strong ties too, like almost borderline obsession and stuff too. But it's deep work, it's deep healing, it's Scorpio energy, you know, where you're going to the bottom, like Scorpio, like Pisces energy is the ocean, you know, it's the water. Scorpio's the bottom of the ocean, right? It's that ground and stuff, and you will rise again, and the ocean's gonna take you where you need to go, but you're gonna be okay. What does it say in this guidebook? I'm curious. And then I'll let you guys go. I know I've been yapping. Oh, right when I open it is Uranus energy. That's a sign, because Uranus was freaking coming through. Sorry, let me see. So it says, the arrival of the 8th house is a sign that it's time to take a break from the world and work on letting go of destructive behaviors. Nobody can do this part of your evolution for you. Working with this house is like taking a long, hard walk with the absolute worst parts of yourself. While you're in this place, it's torture, but when you finish, you are elated. Oh, I like that, because that's what we were talking about. Like, yeah, when you're in the thick of it, it freaking sucks, but you do come out of it almost like a new person, like a new version of yourself. You feel a real sense of accomplishment. We all face struggles from time to time, especially when it comes to bills, taxes, deadlines. If you have been waiting for a sign to get your life in order, congratulations, the 8th house is it. Come up with a realistic plan for sorting things out before they get worse. Now that could be addition to that mom boss energy too, of spirit saying, I know, because the mom boss is like this person, they're on their laptop, they're getting their work done, they got their kids there. The whole time there's a freaking fire burning in the back. And so it's kind of like that representation of, yeah, we're feeling certain things, but we still got things to do. Life still goes on. We still got to go to work. We still got to go to that. And I wish it wasn't that way. Trust me, I wish every day it wasn't that way. That I can just do whatever I want, because I'm a certified dilly-dallier, and I'll freaking dilly-dally till I die. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, what is this actual things that I have to get done? Okay, the seriousness coming into my willy-nilly time, or my fun time. Like, now I have to worry about bills and stuff like that. Trust me, I know. But Spirit's like, it is a part of life and it is something that we still have to do. So make sure that you are taking care of your business as well. And you're somebody who's tremendously strong and capable, and you have the strength to do that. No one can probably do it like you, Pile 1, and you definitely freaking got this. All right. Okay, so I am going to leave this reading here. Thank you so much for staying with me. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. Thank you to those of you who stay till the end too, because I don't know what it is, but these readings always go way freaking longer than I intend. But I love it. And thank you. Just thank you for listening. Thank you to those who like the video too, who subscribe, who are a part of the Vibrant Soul Tribe, which is my subscribers. Thank you so much. Couldn't do it without you. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next reading. Take care till then. And I am out of here. Bye. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. If you chose the Lapis Lazuli heart, or maybe you chose the Graffiti Tarot, you have found the right place. So we are looking at the person on your mind and how are they feeling about you right now? What are their current feelings for you? If you missed the intro, the right now just means whenever you come across this reading, it has nothing to do with the real time and date, but when it is aligned for you. So, because it is a timeless reading too. So with that being said, we are going to hop into it. I'm just going to set the intention, invite Spirit in, and we will begin to look at this person's feelings for you. So Spirit, if you could please tune me in to my Pile 2's collective energy and the collective messages here for Pile 2 in regards to this person on their mind and in regards to how this person is currently feeling about them. May this reading offer Pile 2 insights into this, clarity or answers that they may be seeking at this time in regards to this person's feelings. Or may this reading just offer Pile 2 anything that they need to know, see, and hear right now in regards to the person on their mind's feelings for them. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So we're going to start with just getting an overall energy of their feelings. And then we're going to and then we're going to use the tarot after to get a more detailed description and more insights into what's going on with them and their feelings for you. So Spirit, what is the overall energy right now of this person's feelings for Pile 2? What is the overall energy of this person's feelings? Okay, we have isolation. What is the overall energy right now of this person's feelings? We have ghost. Bottom of the deck, we have growth. So with the isolation, this person can definitely be spending some time contemplating this. This, for some reason, it's not correlated in any way, but it's giving me like hermit energy. So like they've been spending time alone, but they've also been kind of thinking about this situation and thinking about maybe what's happened, what has happened, or what they want to do here, or what they should do, or maybe just trying to figure out how they feel. There could be a little bit of space right now between you and this person, whether you guys are not talking or in a separation, just depending on you and your situation alone. It is a general reading, so you will take what's for you and leave the rest for somebody else. Now the ghost card kind of can come up, and it can mean two different things. Now for some of you, this can represent whether this person, it feels like they've gone ghost, maybe it feels like they've disappeared, or the ghost can represent, because of this isolation and these cards together, it can represent us taking space, being by ourselves, but yet there's still something haunting this person. The ghost card can represent things coming back, things that kind of are lingering, or something that you seem to can't shake. It could also be things from the past, ghosts from the past, whether that's issues or past experiences, or if this person is just reflecting, right? Things that are coming up, and I think that they are causing this person to feel certain types of things. Maybe this person is trying to take some space, or they are just trying to like be alone right now. And I'm also picking up on too, for some reason, maybe this person feels quite isolated, or they feel quite alone. But I think Spirit is around this person right now, and they're trying to get this person to see that maybe you have to open up a little bit more and you have to be more vulnerable in order for you to not feel so isolated. Like sometimes this person may have like defense mechanisms or protection tendencies where they seem to self-isolate, or they don't open up enough, or they don't express themselves enough. And so they feel quite alone, but Spirit's trying to get their attention to say, hey, like there's something here that you need to look at within yourself right now, and you need to kind of be more vulnerable. And yes, that takes strength, and yes, that takes courage, but there's this situation is going to keep haunting you. You're going to have to keep reliving or seeing or feeling these ghosts around you until you decide to do that, or until you decide to face something here in regards to the connection and in regards to you. So let's get some tarot and see what this actually is about. We have the High Priestess here. Oh, we have the High Priestess and the Devil right here too. Almost like this person's looking at their own shadow right now, their own tendencies, maybe their own behaviors that keep them stuck. The High Priestess is that spiritual energy of like where you're looking into, but the Devil can be that energy of like what you're obsessing over too. And even if like, okay, an example would be like if this person is trying to get away from this situation, it's not going away because there's this ghost energy here too. And even if this person, and say like an example would be you are not in a separation with this person, there's a call for this person, like we were talking about, to open up more, to let this situation and let you in, because these ghosts and these things are going to keep reoccurring. They're going to keep coming back until you do so. Weird. I'm almost, yeah, picking up on like a lesson here with this person. And with the isolation, there could be something that this person, like they could want to reach out, or they could want to talk about it, or they could want to like open up, but they may be in this energy of protection too. Let's get the tarot now. So Spirit, how is this person currently feeling about pile 2? Can you tell us what's going on with this person in regards to their feelings towards pile 2? What is happening here? Right on top of the isolation, we have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Four of Cups. Now, the Four of Cups can be something that we're avoiding as well, which we were kind of picking up a little bit on this. There's something that Spirit's like you need to look at right here, or you need to face, but they could be in an energy of avoidance. The fact that the Knight of Pentacles is walking away, and the Knight of Pentacles can represent practicality, right? Or it can represent slow forward movement. And so maybe landing on the isolation, that means that there is a little bit of movement or wanting to move forward in that case. But I do sense that with this Knight looking this way and the Four of Cups here, there's something that they are avoiding within this connection, or maybe some action that they're taking that's they're avoiding here. We're not wanting to face something. We have Death. How is this person currently feeling about pile 2? We had one flip over. We have the Three of Pentacles. Even the Three of Pentacles, they have their back turned. But I feel like that's in all, I think, almost all of the Rider-Waite interpretations. But, or is it? But there's something very significant about that, like turning away. Clarifying the Knight of Pentacles here. We have the Six of Pentacles. We also have the Five of Wands coming out at the same time too. And I do think that those are going together, so we're going to keep that. We'll talk about it. Clarifying the Four of Cups here. How is this person currently feeling right now, Spirit? Why is the Four of Cups here? We have the Three of Wands. Clarify the Death card. Shoot. Okay. We have the Eight of Pentacles, and we also have the Six of Wands here. Clarifying this Three of Pentacles. Why is the Three of Pentacles here, Spirit? We have the Chariot. We have a lot of water sign energy. Scorpio and Cancer being very significant. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords. Interesting enough, the Three of Swords coming through at the bottom of the deck. The Three of Swords can represent heartache, pain, and things like that. And I think that this person is kind of feeling that. But I feel like they almost... This is almost like a blockage right now for this person. Again, I'm hearing that they're not quite facing it fully. And I think that if they realize that they face it fully, I think there's fears of like regrets. And there's something that's like deeper to this. I'm going to keep channeling because this energy is making me more curious than anything. But let's see what we have here. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. The interesting thing about the Knight of Pentacles falling right on the isolation is that message from earlier. They feel like they want to take steps forward to whether it's relieve this isolation or to connect with you again. But there's something that's frustratingly holding them back with the Five of Wands. There's this inner conflict, but the Six of Pentacles is saying, I feel or I know that I should give something, give a little bit more to this connection, offer something, maybe coming to you wholeheartedly and humbly, right? Whether that's with a conversation or an apology or facing up to something or owning up to something. It feels like they're like, okay, I know that I need to give a little bit more. Maybe I've been lacking in that department, and there's something there that wants to move them towards this, but for some reason they're feeling very conflicted about it. I feel like very strongly this could be an ego thing right now too. Not saying that this person like thinks that they're too good or too cool. It's like their ego is trapping them in this sense of whether it's fear or this potential outcome, or it's just trying to get them to stay safe right now, to play it safe. And I feel like there's dual energies that are kind of conflicting against this. And the Five of Wands can be like this person's two inner voices, or those two desires of whether it's like just letting this go, avoiding it, or doing the other the other side of it, or doing something about it, or showing up or giving something. And I think that with the Knight of Pentacles, it's almost like there is movement, but they're not moving fast enough here for that to be, and that could be causing more conflict than anything. Like an example would be like if too much time's passed, they may feel, well, it's too late. Well, there's nothing I can do. Well, pile two has moved on, or that sort of thing. And so the point of the ghost though is that it's still lingering, like it's still haunting, it's still there. And so it's almost quite frustrating, I have to say. It's almost quite frustrating of like, well, is this important enough to you? Like, do you want to do this? Do you want to do this or not? And I think that with the Three of Wands and the Four of Cups, the Three of Wands represents taking that action, taking the next steps. You know, the Two of Wands is you have that idea, you have that plan. The Ace of Wands is you have that inspiration, right? Which is the first. And then the Three of Wands is, okay, well, you need to do that. You need to bridge that gap. You need to close that distance right now. But for some reason, I feel like they're in this avoidance energy, and I feel like they're not even realizing about how much this fear or how much of them having to kind of face this is holding them back in that sense. And I think that until they look at this, they may keep doing this in the same way. The Death card can represent us needing to let go. It can represent an ending, or it can represent a significant transformation here. So what I'm seeing is the Eight of Pentacles. It's interesting depiction of the Eight of Pentacles because there's like a whole family here. And the Eight of Pentacles usually is like somebody working. So there is like a family. I mean, maybe they work with their family. And with the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, they could be right now too. Maybe like trying to build a business or trying to work something to be successful, or they're really working on their own successes, right? But I think that when it comes to their feelings for you, the Death card can indicate, the Death card, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands can indicate a standstill, is what I'm feeling. The Six of Wands can be their pride trying to get in the way, and maybe they get discouraged. I think there's something that's discouraging this person, whether it's how much they're going to have to face or how much work, inner work, they're going to have to do in themselves. They could be doing this inner work right now. But with the Six of Wands, it's like, are you going to be prideful and keep going in this direction, or are you going to put in the work, put in the effort here to make something happen, or to change your outcome? I want to get one more card for this. I do. Clarify this death card, Spirit. Ooh, we have the Nine of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. There's something about this person going about their day-to-day activities too, like their daily schedule. The Nine of Cups being a card of fulfillment. Oh, for some of you too, this person could be currently going through a job loss. And that could be something that is kind of, that has a lot of their attention, or is like significantly halting them right now. Like they may have, or they're in between jobs, or they got fired or something like that. But that's not going to be for everybody. That's very specific. They could just be in an energy too of working towards their dreams, their goals, their reality. And for some reason, I think they're just kind of convincing themselves, well, maybe I don't have time for this situation right now. But we have the Three of Pentacles and the Chariot on the ending, right? And the Three of Pentacles is that collaborative energy. It's the exact opposite of that isolation energy. And with the Chariot being like willpower, a drive, a pull towards this, I think that the Nine of Cups is their heart's desires. The Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Wands is their day-to-day. And with the Death, they may just be feeling like, I don't know, it's over. Maybe it's done. Maybe I have to let go. And that could be something, because we have the Three of Swords, that could be something that's very sad for them. At the same time, Spirit is also saying this person is in a process of their own transformation here too. And I think that this person also has a lot of responsibilities when it comes to their life. And it feels almost like what is this, Spirit? It feels almost like I just heard they're kind of rolling with the punches at this time. And I just heard avoidance again. This is an interesting energy because I feel like this person hasn't quite made up their mind. And I feel like this is coming through of something that is a little bit harder to read, because if they're straight up avoiding it, or if they haven't straight up decided, or if they're putting this to the side and doing their work and they're doing all this other stuff, then it's still kind of up in the air. And so what I'm trying to read right now is like, okay, the Death card, is this over? Is it done? You know what I'm saying? And it to them, it might be, but with the ghost and everything else, it's not. Or there's like something that still has like a little glimpse of hope. There's something that still has like a little light or a little curiosity of like, well, maybe it's not. Like, okay, obviously from all the energy, I feel like this is somebody that you are not currently talking to. This is somebody that you are in a separation with at this time. If that's not the case for you, then there could still be messages if it's resonated in other ways. I actually don't want to be like specifically black and white about it, but I would say for the majority of you, that's what's happening right now. And they could just be focusing a lot of their time and effort into their work, into their success, But I also feel like this Death card is not as easy, because as I'm feeling it, I'm feeling like fear around my heart chakra. I'm feeling a little bit of anxiety here. Will I have the time to be able to give enough attention to this situation? That could have been a problem for this person too. And the Chariot is, I think, about how much effort it is going to take for them. With the Three of Pentacles coming through, specifically with the Death card, I feel like the Death card is looking at the Three of Pentacles and reflecting on this. Well, we did work really well together. Well, I did like, you know, I did like what pile 2 had to offer, like all of those things too. And there could be an energy of them still observing this, or still observing you. And with the Chariot here, with this, because of that, it could be a lot harder for this person than it seems for them to move on or redirect or let go. And with the Death card and this and the Nine of Cups and all that, I think that they're like, well, they could be convincing themselves for some reason that pile two doesn't want me, so I'm just going to focus on my work. I'm going to focus on, like, it could have been a blow to them as well, like an ego blow. And so now they're like, I'm trying to focus on my work and my things and finding fulfillment here within myself and stuff like that. But the Fool card at the bottom of the deck and the Two of Swords did the decisions of taking some sort of risk here. We have Justice right there too. Weighing out options, weighing out decisions. Yeah, with the Two of Swords, I think that there's something still with this person. They haven't decided, and they're kind of in this avoidance energy. I'm sorry if this reading is confusing for you guys, but I'm just picking up on the energy, so bear with me, bear with me. Yeah. Let's grab some oracles and see what comes out for this person here too. At the bottom of the deck, we have Death and Loneliness. Ooh. Loneliness and the isolation. Death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Loneliness, I know that I'm never alone. It's almost like this person is trying to just accept this. They're trying to just let go. It is like transforming them in ways, because there's something, again, the ghost still lingering. There's still this pull. They have to decide though. This is something that I feel like they need to do for themselves. Or then it's like, for some reason, that energy of like no one's coming to save you, like you have to do it, you have to do the work, you have to decide is coming through here too. Wow. Spirit, tell us more about how this person is feeling about pile 2. We have worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Oh, did we say that? I was like, I think this person's still like kind of worrying about it. It's almost like with this Fool card here too, they have like 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out. And I think that there's just like this frustration of like, make up your mind. You're avoiding this, but you're worried about it. You're isolating yourself, but it's still lingering. Oh, when I said that though, I actually did. I got this, like, my heart started flooding with this compassion though for it. So I was like, oh, because I think they are struggling a bit in this, at least in this love department or this situation for some reason. How is this person currently feeling? They could be worried if this is over. Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Let's get one more. We have Loneliness popping through again. How is this person currently feeling? I just heard I did it to myself. We have Surrender. I I can release my need to control. I feel like that's something with this death card as well too, of like, okay, I think they feel like there's nothing that they can do right now, so maybe they are just trying to go with the flow. They are just trying to let this go. But surrendering, I feel, in this case, would be the halt of avoidance, to stop that and surrender. But I think surrender to what this person really wants to do. But I think that this person needs to stop and look too. They need to kind of stop and think, whereas their day-to-day might be quite busy and they may not have that much time to stop and think, or maybe it's like at night and stuff, and the day-to-day distractions and everything is fine. But then when they sit with it and when they're alone, it starts to surface. Bottom of the deck, I have doubt. Ooh, I just said like I have doubt, like maybe this person has doubts. Bottom of the deck, I release the need to know all of the answers. The Judgment card in tarot is when we're faced with a need to choose whether we're going to keep going down this certain path or we're going to redirect. There's something that feels like it needs to be looked at. There's like, that's why the Judgment is like a call to action, right? You can answer that call, or you can keep going in the same way, but the same way will just keep the same old thing, or it will keep repeating the past. And the Judgment card is also sometimes the energy of you reap what you sow. It's very karmic. It's also Pluto energy here too, and we have Scorpio energy with the Death card here too. So there's a lot of deep like transformative energy with this person happening here too. They may worry about making the wrong decision here. There's a lot of worry about choosing the wrong choice, going down that wrong path. And the surrender, like I said, it's also needing to sit. It's also needing to face, and it's needing to surrender to what the heart truly desires. And it's funny that the worry card came out and the doubt card came out too, because of this avoidance energy that we're picking up on. I'm feeling like this person isn't even realizing sometimes that they do it out of fear. And they could just be in the energy of filling their time and space with what makes them feel good, so they don't have to feel quite empty with that isolation and that loneliness. And this could just be defense mechanisms or things, you know. This is quite deep, to be honest. And I'm not even sure if this person is aware at this current time of how deep this actually is. Let's get some channeled messages now. Spirit, what can you tell us? I'm actually interested to see what's going to come out in this portion for you. What can you tell us about how this person is currently feeling? I feel so much anxiety in my heart chakra right now. And this could be fears of like facing this, facing you too. Like wanting to do that. But like how we said with that 5 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles, like needing to come up here with something. They're also very like scared to do so. For some of you with the Judgment card, this could be like facing the consequences of their own actions. Like an example would be like if they ghosted you or they did something and they kind of like ran, and now they're realizing, okay, maybe that was the wrong choice. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have reacted in that way. And it just feels like a lot to go back and to face this, or like they would have to be really like owning up to this and owning up to themselves. Let's take a look, see though. Let's get some cards. Spirit, how is this person currently feeling about pile 2? What's happening here? Oops, I shuffled some of these upside down. I hate when I do that. Okay, we're gonna pick one. I love your touch, your laugh, your scent. I do think that this person has been thinking about, and that's that 3 of Pentacles energy with the Chariot too. They feel very drawn to you physically, or like the way that you guys had connected and things like that. And so there's something here about missing the physicalities of this connection, or just thinking about them. Every day is just another day without you. Wow. Just going through the motions, huh? Are you real? I brought 2 out on accident, but the first one is fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. For some of you, that could be confirmation. And then we have, I know this is random, but you cook the best food. Bottom of the deck, we have, how am I supposed to be okay when you've overtaken every thought? Holy moly. How is this person currently feeling about pile 2, Spirit? Tell me you love me. So maybe they want to hear something from you as well. And that came up in another reading too, of like, and that's like that 6 of Pentacles and 5 of Wands, how it can be like for some reason right now it's really hard for this person to freaking show up right now, or it's really hard for them to face this or face something, or come clean, or just do it in general, right? We're kind of seeing that. But we're also seeing the fear and everything behind it. But it could be, it's really easy, or it kind of goes hand in hand in the messages to have something like, tell me you love me, tell me how you feel about me, because that would also relieve them. I'm not saying you have to do that or you should do that. It just kind of goes hand in hand with what this person wants. If they're being really challenged to do something, it would be easier, right? If the universe, or it could just be done for them. An example of this that I think I said in the other reading was like, just an example would be like a crush, right? Like you see this person and you're like, oh my gosh, I really like them, but I'm really scared to tell them how I feel because I don't know if they feel the same way. And then so like you see them every day and you're like, should I tell them? I don't know, you know, and it's like building. And then all of a sudden they come up and they're like, hey, I just want to let you know I like you. Like I have a crush on you. Of course that's going to relieve it. And you're going to be like, oh, thank God. Now I don't have to do it. And that's what we see a lot of the times here with this, tell me how you feel about me. Tell me that you love me. Give me that reassurance. Oops, this one fell out. I don't deserve you. How does this person feel? Oh, this makes sense. Okay, so we have, I don't want to fight anymore. I think that with that 5 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles, there definitely could be a want to relieve any conflict between you and them, and to ease some anxieties with that too. Like, I don't want to fight anymore. This person could be like, I don't want to fight with myself anymore. Can you forgive me? Oops, one fell on the floor. I got it. I just want to hear your voice again. Bottom of the deck. I'm obsessed with you. I think these are like great reflections of the messages here too, and what we've already been talking about, but I'm going to let you take a look at them, sit with them. So yeah, I do think that this person is missing you for sure. I mean, the 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck is the overall energy, I think does indicate that there is heartache here. But they are also kind of in this avoidance of facing something. And especially when that Judgment comes out, it's like, you got to face it. You got to do it. And that's why it makes sense now why we have this ghost energy something following them, something haunting them, something lingering with them here. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the significant zodiac signs for you. We're gonna do some confirmation here, and then we'll get a couple cards for you. So Spirit, what did we have? I think we said some already, right? Scorpio and Cancer, yeah. Oh, and then I would say this could be a sign for some of you too. We have fire sign, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This could also just represent this person, like that's a fire energy. It can be very passionate energy, or very bold energy. Like that's something that's needed from this person. And the are you real is like the doubts and things like that. The stories that they tell themselves in their mind. Probably just to keep on avoiding, if I'm being quite honest. For being frank here. So we have Aquarius. I was going to say Aquarius because the Fool was speaking out too. We have Cancer. So some more Cancer confirmation. We have Aries kind of coming through. It was like half on there. Capricorn. Let's get one more since we got Cancer already. Hey, don't fall off the table. We have Virgo. All right. Spirit, what are some significant initials here for my pile 2? Let's fill in that gap. All right. So we have an E. We have a B. We have an I. Oh, if you're bisexual or this person is bisexual, that could be confirmation too, just because bi's right there. We have an H. We have a U. A Z. Sorry. We have a Z. We have an A. An M. Oh, we have 2 Qs. That can represent multiple questions too. We have an L. An F. Oh, sorry. I was looking at that one. We have an F and a V. All right. So those are the confirmations. If this reading resonated with you though, and you feel like you don't see their initial or their zodiac sign, but you're still here and you feel it in your heart that you know, this is your reading, trust that. Trust yourself. Or, you know, opposite end of the spectrum. If you feel in your heart that this isn't for you and you see that, you know, just trust yourself, okay? It's just meant to be a little extra confirmation. So what message do we have here for pile 2, Spirit? What's a message we can leave pile 2 with in regards to this situation? I'm just gonna pick a card here for you and see what comes out. We have the T. Ooh, I feel called to get another one from this deck. Like strongly, so. We have the T, we have the Child. Bottom of the deck, we have the Breast Pump. And then we're gonna get a card from here too, from this deck. Ooh, we have Psyche in the 8th house. Ooh, that could be taking care of your mental health right now. Psyche in the 8th house. Oh, the Psyche in the 8th house. Yeah, that's definitely you. Mentally, it's okay if mentally if you feel like you're kind of struggling right now as well. You will, you know, you will overcome this. You will get out of it, but make sure that you're doing things to nourish your mind as well. Spirit, what is the message? We have the 1st house. Ooh, period. Focus on yourself, guys. Let's get one more too. I'm getting more cards for you than I have so far. But I just feel called to do it, so we're gonna do it. Capricorn. Bottom of the deck, we have the 7th house. You know, the 1st house is directly across from the 7th house. And I think that that's very telling to how our relationships and our connections reflect so much or mirror so much back onto us. not necessarily saying you are like this person, but what is it showing you? What is this reflecting back to you? If you feel quite abandoned right now, or if you feel very abandoned right now, then maybe this is the time to not abandon yourself. This is the time to take more care of yourself right now, because it's reflecting parts of us that we've abandoned before. Or sometimes we tend to abandon ourselves for other people, for our relationships. And Spirit saying with the first house coming through, especially with the child, your energy is best focused right now on yourself. And I think that sometimes we don't like hearing that, especially if we're so worried about another person. And that's okay. That's normal too. But if there's nothing you can do right now, or you can't control the situation, you know, the best thing you can do right now is focus in on yourself. Your inner child is calling to you. It's calling to you, and it's wondering, oh no, I was going to say it's wondering, where did you go? No, not necessarily like where did you go, but sometimes we're faced right now with people in situations where we're circling back to parts of our lives, whether that's through our childhood, where we felt like we had to abandon these parts, or we felt like we had to leave them behind because it was too hard, it was too painful, it was too much to deal with at that time. You are in a place right now where Spirit is saying you have nothing but strength and your ability to face these things. And this is for you to kind of reconnect with yourself. It's for you to kind of integrate these parts of yourself. But at the same time, the T is saying you are releasing. At the same time, the T is saying anything else that you don't need anymore is dumping it. It's also like it's a call to let go of any ickiness or any energies or anything like that you just don't feel like you want anymore. And reconnecting with yourself right now is the best thing. Figuring out what you want. The Capricorn energy too can also be like, there's things that you are here to accomplish. There's things that you are meant to be doing here, and so not neglecting those parts of yourself too, or not neglecting other parts of your life as well too. Make sure that you're focused on that. You could have very important goals and aspirations, and here with the first house, this could just be like a reminder for some of you too, a little glimpse of hope. Here with the first house, you're somebody who is naturally going to attract a lot of attention, whether that's through these. And sometimes we need to be strict and disciplined with ourselves and our minds here too. I want to excuse me, I want to read the T. But I gotta find the book. I'm sorry guys, hold on. Where is it? Give me a second. Oh my gosh, it was like way on the other side, like way in the corner. We're gonna see what the T says for you and what message is in there. Oops, found it. Okay, maybe I didn't. Where did it go? Oh, I found it. Okay. Okay, the T, spill it. The gossip, your guts, the heaviness, the burdens, all of it. You've been soaking in the bitter tannin for so long, it's time to let go. Whatever it is that's marinating in your soul is no longer needed. This card is for release, levity, sharing your burdens with others, and moving on. And I think that the child card after that, yes, you know, it is the inner child and that stuff like that, but it is also a call to let go of burdens in that sense as well. Spending some time on things that you love and things that you enjoy. It's good for the soul. It's good for your mind. It's good to take the time to, you know, adulting is hard. Like we have this, the Capricorn as well. So maybe there's that finding a balance with it. And adulting is hard. There's so much stress. And people stress us out, right? Too. Like situations stress us out. And maybe your soul is just calling to find some time to have a little bit of fun, to release those things. To remember that childlike whimsy as well. Remember the childlike whimsy of like your past self, or when you were a child, of like nothing was really that serious, or nothing mattered that much, or you believe in the whimsical things. You believe in all of those beautiful things here too. Because the breast pump is saying, we've been spending way too much energy. Ooh, throat chakra energy too. You're something about your voice. Your voice, your authenticity, and needing to be heard, needing to be seen. Oh yeah, it got really clear as I started saying that. But the breast pump can be a call when we're giving a lot of our life force energy into something, and it can be causing blockages in the other parts of our life. So I think Spirit's just saying to be aware of this. But the first house is coming back to yourself. The first house is projecting what out you want to the world, what you want to see, what you want to do, taking care of yourself. If you want to be hot, if you want to like have a glow up, if you want to do all of those things, Spirit's saying, hell yeah, if you do it. Do all of those things. But with the Capricorn here, there's something here about your mental state and your mind and what you're focusing on that you're going to need to have a little bit of discipline with. And it'll lead you out to where you want to go. And it can relieve some things too. But we got to, at first it's kind of hard, right? But then it's like training yourself here too. And if you feel like this is something that you need to move on to, by all means do it. Moving on is something that could be good for you. And you never know, like that's what that kind of message of like the whimsy of the child was like. Yeah, like you can decide to move on and also embrace the like the magic of the universe too. Like there's a light side to everything, you know, and like it could be a glimpse of hope or whatever. Maybe when you decide to feel that way, right? Even if you don't feel that way right now, but like you're still attracting a lot of things, specifically with the first house here too. And I think that the first house is also coming through to say that there's something about a lot of recognition, a lot of attention that you either when you put yourself out there, you will receive, or you have the potential to receive too. So just keep that in mind as well. Yeah. But that's it, guys. I think I'm going to leave this reading here. I just want to say thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you and do all of these beautiful things and like all of these readings and all of these beautiful connections that we've made, whether that's through the comments and all of these beautiful experiences that have brought me to this very moment. I just want to say I'm so grateful for all of it. So thank you so much. Thank you most of all to my Vibrant Soul Tribe, aka my subscribers. I couldn't do it without you. Thank you to those who just like the video too. It's just such a simple way to show support for the channel, show that you like it or you were into it or whatever it was. So thank you for doing that. And thank you to those who comment and share your experiences, your love, your stories, your wisdom, all of that too. So I can't wait to see you guys in the next reading. Hopefully I'll see you there, but until then, bye. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome. If you chose the Wild Reflections Tarot deck, or if you chose the Tiger's Eye Heart, you are at the right place. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are comfortable. All you gotta do is sit back and relax, and we are going to be looking at how the person on your mind is feeling about you right now. And what I mean by right now is just at the time that you're coming across this reading, whenever it found you or you found it, okay? It's all about alignment, not about exact timing here. The right time is right for you. So let's go ahead and get into it. I just want to set the intention quickly too while I shuffle. Spirit, if you could please tune me in to my Pile 3's collective energy and the collective messages here for Pile 3 in regards to this person on their mind and in regards to how this person is currently feeling about them. May this reading offer them the clarity they are looking for, answers that they are seeking, or anything that they just need to know, see, and hear right now in regards to how this person is currently feeling about them. Thank you, Spirit. So we're going to start with this deck, as you can see, the one that I am shuffling, and we are going to get an overall energy of their feelings towards you. See what comes out. Then we're going to quickly move to the tarot to get all the details that we can about how they are currently feeling, okay? Spirit, what is the overall energy of this person's current feelings right now towards pile 3? If you could sum it up, what is the overall energy of their feelings at this time? What do we have? Anxiety. Okay. Let's get one more. What is the overall energy of their feelings? Oh my gosh, it fell on the ground. Bottom of the deck, we have disruption. I think in every reading I've had cards fall on the ground. We have peace. Okay, so that is that's dual energy, going from anxiety to peace. It makes me think, since the first card it is anxiety, that this person is having, of course, anxieties about this. There could be uncertainties right now in this person's mind and this person's energy field about what it is going to be between you and them. Peace could be something that you've brought them, or peace could be something that they are searching for and wanting for, because it is right next to this anxiety. Disruption at the bottom of the deck here. Disruption reminds me very much of the Tower card, kind of something happening, something significant, that whether it caused an abrupt disruption or it's conflict or something between you and them right now that doesn't feel truly aligned to this connection, or it doesn't seem to be flowing or going with what it is that they truly want from you and from this connection, and that could be causing this anxiety. They might just want really bad a sense of relief from this at this time, whether they're worried about what the future holds, like I said, or like there's those uncertainties. They may want to fix any issues or fix anything that are currently disrupting their peace at this time. So now I'm really interested to see what the tarot is gonna say. So Spirit, can you tell us more about how this person is currently feeling about pile 3? How are they feeling right now about pile 3 in this connection? We have the Fool card coming first. Nice. How are they feeling? Oh, we have 2 here. We have the Ace of Swords. Oh, and we have the 2 of Swords right next to each other. I like how these skies are like all continuations of each other. Really sets the scene here. Specifically when it comes to the Ace of Swords being like this arrow, and then the 2 of Swords, the person has the arrow. Yeah, they're blindfolded and stuff, but they're directly shooting. So there could be something significant about this person shooting their shot with you or making that choice. The Ace of Swords can represent clarity, truth, or something, maybe like a breakthrough in communication. So, but remember, there is some anxiety about this. Remove these. How is this person feeling, Spirit? We have the Knight of Wands. Okay. Clarifying the Fool card here. Why is the Fool card here, Spirit? We have Death. Interesting. Like a new beginning versus an ending. Clarify the Ace of Swords. We have the 4 of Cups. Underneath it, we also have the 8 of Wands and the Knight of Wands. These are kind of coming together. Back to back. I did shuffle these really well, I promise I did. Clarifying the 2 of Swords here, Spirit. What's up with this 2 of Swords? Like a shot in the dark is what this feels like. We have the Magician. And clarifying the Knight of Wands. The 7 of Wands. These imageries are telling a lot too, compared to like the normal meaning. Like the 7 of Wands, we have this person walking over the wands, walking over this lake, kind of created a bridge for them, bridging that gap. I do feel like if there's any conflict or anything kind of like that disruption energy between you, that's very much what they're kind of wanting, is to cross that bridge or bridge that gap, or get over to the other side, so to speak. Bottom of the deck here, we have the Hierophant. Wisdom here with the Hierophant. Underneath there, we have the Chariot. The Hierophant can also indicate that this person is looking for some sort of answers when it comes to what to do with you. They could be like asking people around them, asking trusted sources, and there could also be something about a lesson that they're learning here about you and about this connection. Now, the Fool card clarified by the Death. I feel like that's very telling. I think that this person wants to, if you are in a separation with this person or there was that disruption, I feel like they do want to start over. They want a new beginning. They probably want to reach out, or they have something important that they would like to say. Like I said, shooting that shot in the dark. The Four of Cups and the Ace of Swords, this feels like contemplation. Most of the time, I feel like when the Four of Swords comes out, there could have been something that they were avoiding at this time. And the Ace of Swords is like, okay, I feel like I have that answer now. Maybe the things that I was avoiding, or maybe there was something here that I wasn't seeing before, and now I feel like I've seen it. Now I feel like I have to express it, or I feel like I know the truth of this situation. Even this person's looking over here, and there's like the Spirit with the conch shell, which I think is the cups in here, and they're like, hey, I know that you were focused on this and maybe it wasn't looking that good, but there's something here, there's another option, there's another way out, but you need to face it, you need to see it, and you need to look at it. The Death card can also represent transformation, or like maybe needing to let go. And I think that what's happening right now, especially with the anxiety and the peace, is that whatever is bothering this person, whatever they've been avoiding, whatever has kind of, or whatever they've been feeling kind of discontent about right now, they're like, all right, it's time to make the moves in the other direction. I think that they want to bring in, like we were talking about, that sense of peace here with you. I think that they want to, if there's anything between you and them that is like words unsaid, conflicts unresolved, they're definitely wanting to get to the other side of this. The Knight of Wands can also represent us and our passions, right? And moving towards this. But the Seven of Wands can also be us kind of standing our ground. So maybe even though there is this, they still find themselves sometimes being a little bit defensive. They still find themselves maybe not fully going towards all of their urges. And if that is the case, I feel like it would be out of self-preservation or a form of protection. Now, the Two of Swords is like making a decision, and sometimes it's us not knowing what we want. So clarified by the Magician, I think, is like, there seems to be some sort of like realization I'm picking up on. Like, it's almost like I didn't know then, but now I know. And I am feeling like that whole shooting your shot thing, like taking this information and redirecting it, and then taking, maybe even with this Magician, like taking the power back or manipulating the energy in a way that works for them. I think that they do want to bring a sense of relief into this situation. I think they do want to bring a sense of peace. And if it is a little bit up in the air right now, they are worried about what the circumstances are. If it feels like the situation is over to them with the Fool, it's not truly. And I think that they want to, the word relief is coming again. So it's like they want to relieve themselves from this here. I want to pull some more tarot for you. That's so interesting, because every other pile in most readings is this, and that's it for the tarot. But Spirit, how is this person feeling? Sometimes I don't like getting too many cards, you know, but I feel like we need to see something here. Tell me more, Spirit. We have the Eight of Swords. One more card, Spirit. Thank you. Bottom of the deck now, we have the Tower. We were talking about the Tower with that disruption energy here. We have the Seven of Cups. This person has more options or more ability than I think they're able to see right now at this time. The way that they're feeling in their wants, they could be a little bit stuck right now, like maybe stuck in their head. And it kind of feels like if you guys aren't talking at this time, it's not that they're avoiding it. I feel like with this Four of Cups, they're actually like very discontent with that. They don't like it. And I think that they want to take their power back and they want to do something about it. But to them, it kind of feels like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what exactly. Like I said, there's this strong pull with this Knight of Wands. There's this want to follow that instinct, follow that energy, and bridge that gap. But there's just a little bit of resistance. That could be due to circumstances between you and them. Or I think for some of you, they're wondering where you're at right now. It's like they really want to talk to you. They really want to talk to you and they really want to resolve something. But also they're a little bit scared in their head. As you can see, this person, the reflection of them is all tied up, but that's not the truth. The Seven of Cups, I think, is them trying to decide to make the choices. What is the best choice for me? What can I do about this situation right now? What should I do? They could be thinking about it too. The Seven of Cups sometimes is like our imagination and stuff. And so I feel like they're kind of playing out or going back and forth and playing out different outcomes, different scenarios. But yeah, that Tower card can be them feeling quite uncomfortable with the circumstances right here too. The Tower card is like, oh no, my security, my comfort, my everything, like it seemed like it was going fine, and now it seems like it's all collapsing. And sometimes internally, the Tower card can be a very uncomfortable feeling to go through. It feels like sometimes you've lost control. And I think they want to bring back that control. And maybe even just like shift this energy here. What is going on? Let's see a little bit more. Spirit, how are they feeling about pile 3? Oops, this one wants to come out too. We have empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. We did say there's like a perspective shift almost here. Did I say that? Yeah, I think I did. Oh, well, if I didn't, I'm saying it now. Then we have service. I feel good when I can help others. Empathy and service together is almost like, okay, how can I help? How can I help you? I'm starting to see where you are coming from now. So if there was any like conflict or anything, I think they really are starting to look at this reflection here, and they're really starting to see like, okay, maybe that wasn't the best way to go about it. Maybe that was something, or maybe I could have done something differently. And I think they're really starting to wonder how you're feeling and starting to see that side. And I think that with the service here, they're like, I just want to help this situation. I don't want to continue to hurt it. I don't want to continue to hurt each other. There's something here that I want to do. How can I fix this? And you and this person like could just be like having like a little petty argument for some of you too. It doesn't have to be like that big of an issue, or for some of you it is. Some of you, maybe there is something that happened and there is a separation, or maybe they're just really worried about this connection and really worried about taking control of it, and worried about where it's headed and what it's going to be and stuff like that. But I think you've opened this side to them where they're like, okay, wait, it's not just about me right now. It's not just about how I feel. What is best for pile 3 too? Like, I'm starting to see things from your perspective. I'm starting to see things from your side. And now I just want to help. Look at, we have death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. And we literally were talking about an ending being a new beginning. How is this person currently feeling, Spirit? About pile 3 and about this situation? We have regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Bottom of the deck, we have acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. And regret is very much, I think, tied to this empathy. This person could have reacted in a way that they're starting to see it wasn't really the best, you know, and now they're kind of wondering with this Eight of Swords and all of this of like, what can I do with this Magician? Too, Magician is like having all the tools, it's having the power, it's, you know, being able to manipulate the energy to work in your favor and things like that. But the Two of Swords is that hesitation, that overthinking, that overanalyzing or questioning, you know, a little bit too much of like, well, I don't know exactly what I should do, but I feel like that whole shoot my shot, like shooting a shot in the dark, is very apparent of like, well, if I'm going to do something, I got to try, I got to do something here. This could be this person wanting to come with an apology for some of you. This could be this person just really thinking about how something in particular played out between you and them, and realizing, okay, that's not how I would do it now, or that's not how I really wanted it to go. And I think that, yeah, that distance between you and them, and that crossing that bridge, almost crossing that bridge to the other side, or meeting you where you're at right now. Maybe with some like humility and stuff here too. The acceptance could be something, yeah, we have worry underneath that too. I was going to be, the acceptance could be something that this person quite literally does not want to do. Or it's something that is hard for them because we have that anxiety and that peace. This is all making kind of a lot of sense for like what's going on with them with the anxiety and peace now that I'm like piecing it together. I'm like, okay, I think that they are worried about this. They want to bring a sense of peace back. There was a disruption. I'm seeing themes here. Seeing themes here. But and so I think that if there's just something that they feel they should do, they want to do it. But with the Eight of Swords, they may not be able to see for themselves exactly. Okay, Spirit is saying that they're just kind of scared right now. They're a little hesitant about it. About making the wrong move, making the wrong choice. I just heard too that they were like, they may have reacted in anger, or they may have almost like pushed it a little too far. There was something else there. I lost it now. What was that message, Spirit? I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. It's like they didn't want it to play out, but it was like almost like felt like something inevitable. And I just heard I'm sorry. Aw. Wow, we have the Lovers right there as I pull up too. We have the Nine of Swords. Oh my gosh, this person is... We were talking about like that tower being uncomfortable, and you can see in the imagery here. We have the Knight of Cups, all about their feelings and expressing them. And then we have the Empress and the Lovers. Wow. This person has really strong feelings for you though. Very strong feelings here. Maybe that could have been something that also scared them at the same time too. Let's get some channeled messages. Let's see what's going on in the old noggin. Spirit, how is this person currently feeling right now about pile 3? Let's pick one. I want to take this to the next level. Okay. How is this person currently feeling about pile 3, Spirit? Oh my goodness. I know that I messed up, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make things right. That's very much what we were just talking about. That's crazy. I have so much passion in my heart for you. It scares me. We literally just said that too, their feelings. And with that Knight of Wands, that passion energy. And the other one, they all kind of fell out, so we're going to read it. You've ruined me by exposing me to a heaven with you. And what is this last one? I keep hearing our songs everywhere I go. This could be like this person just gets reminders of you too. If you do have songs with them though, or you guys had songs that you shared together, this could just be very significant as well. Okay, let's grab the other ones. Tell us more about how this person is currently feeling. That one kind of flipped over. I'm going to put it back. I'm starting to fall for you. I don't know why that one flipped over, but it almost fell out. So I was like, I want to pick these because I feel like the same ones have been kind of falling out, which that can be telling too to the energies. I do read for specific collectives and a lot of you guys are returning. So it's nothing wrong with that, but I want to pick them with my hands. Please talk to me. Sorry, my nose is itching right now. Okay. I saw please have patience with me too. And there's 2 pleases there, which almost makes me think with the please, it's like, and I don't mean this in a negative way, but please, oh man, it reminds me of that song, Please, Please, Please by the Smiths. And I think Deftones did a cover of it too. So if any of those are your vibe, go check it out. But Please, Please, Please by the Smiths is like basically they're saying please, please, please let me have what I want, let me get what I want. And I was kind of thinking with those 2 pleases back to back, there was almost like a little bit of a desperation there. And I feel like the difference between the Deftones please, please, please let me get what I want and the Smiths is that the Smiths and their beautiful music is like really asking, right? Like please, please, please. But the way that it sounds, it's like it's asking. The Deftones one sounds like it's begging almost, like the way that Deftones puts its own little twist and style in that song too. So I don't know if you feel called to any of them, maybe check one out or pick one and then see like the energy of that too. But it's just called Please, Please, Please. I think either way you'll find it if it's just please, please, please. I don't know if I can trust what you say. This person, obviously, they may fight a little bit with themselves of, can I trust this person? Trust me, as someone who does love readings, trust issues are common. And also someone who's loved and been in relationships and stuff too. You gotta trust, and trusting is hard. It's hard for friendships. It's hard for family too, you know, and things like that. And so I don't know if I can trust what you say. This may be like, I don't know. Ooh, that could have been an issue is what I'm hearing here too. Maybe you've told this person something and they didn't trust it or something like that. And that could be something that this person is either dealing with or kind of struggles with. But other than that, I don't know if I can trust what you say. It's like, of course, if you come through and you say, you know, I'm into you, or for some of you, it's I love you, or I want to make it work. There's still kind of this nagging doubt or fears maybe in the back of their mind that's like, well, are they lying to me? Are they playing me? You know, and like I said, I literally see that all the time, almost every reading I feel like that comes up because it's a natural human response. And a lot of the times in our lives, we have been deceived and stuff, and it's hard, especially with the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords can come out when it's hard to trust your intuition right now, or logic versus intuition, and you're like, I don't know if I can trust myself versus what anyone else says. See what else we got here. Show me you care. I saw that one at the bottom of the deck right now, and I almost said something about it too. Last one here. I should have communicated better. I'm not good at that. Bottom of the deck. I love you more than words can explain. Maybe even they're able to explain or articulate as well. Let me take a little view at this. You know, this I'm starting to fall for you kind of makes me think of like, I just heard self-destruct too. So like when things are getting really serious or they're really starting to fall, and then there's that fear and that stuff. Maybe there was a little bit of self-destruction here, or maybe a little self-sabotage here too. I do feel it though. I do feel like the energy, it feels very like, I like this whole reading, I feel like it's been very like fast paced, like I need to know the answer. And like there is a little bit of anxiety surrounding this here in this energy that I'm picking up on. And I think that's also very telling too, how this person is currently feeling. Any other messages, Spirit, to come through now before we move to the next portion of this reading? No. Except for maybe just like trust yourself, guys. Trust yourself in like what you feel like you should do. And all my attention is really going on to, I have so much passion in my heart for you, it scares me. That's like my intuition kind of owning in on this. So I think that that's a very important message for some of you as well. Or for all of you. All right. What are some significant zodiac signs, Spirit? What do we have already? So we have Scorpio. We have Uranus energy, so we can say Aquarius. What else is calling out to me? We have Mars energy, so we can say Aries and Scorpio. We have Mercury energy, so we have Virgo and Gemini. Those are just from the cards, though. So what are some significant zodiac signs here? Confirmation for my pile threes. Sagittarius, okay. Cancer. And Taurus. Kind of want to give them more. I like that we got all different ones too. Usually we get repeated ones. And Capricorn, okay. Now let's go to initials, Spirit. What are some significant initials here for my pile threes? Sorry if that's loud. I kind of want to mix it up a little extra for you. Okay. That should be good. So we have a J. Oh, we have two J's. So letter J could just be very significant. So we have a Q. Oh, we have two Q's. We have an E. Can we get some behind here? We have a Z. Easy. I just want it to be easy. We have an A. An I. An X. What's on my finger? We have an X. An O. Oh, hugs and kisses. We have an R. A W. An M. And a P. We have pow, maybe like a blow. Also, some of these cards were giving very much like indigenous vibes. Maybe some of you here are native. And I don't know, powwow makes me think of like, or pow, sorry, makes me think of like powwow. I don't know why. Maybe that's just for somebody who knows. What else am I seeing with this? R.I.P. They're the death card too. Well, let me know, guys, if you see anything that's significant that stands out to you, like acronyms or words or anything like that here that you would like to share for pile 3 as well. Feel free to do that in the comments. But that is how they're currently feeling about you. We're gonna get some cards now to see a message for you. Right when I break it, we have the Lovers and we have the Burned Bridge. There's a lot of duality here too. The Burned Bridge in reverse. For some of you, it's if you want to renew this, I think that that could be a sign to go for it with the Lovers and the Burned Bridge in reverse. But that's up to you. And I think that kind of does go through the message. Well, we have the T here. So that kind of does go with the message of whatever it is that you want to do. If you want this situation to stay, if you want it to go. But the T can represent, it can represent us dumping things out, right? Getting it out. If you feel like there's something you need to get off your chest, even if it's not to this person specifically, but you need to get it all off your chest. Another thing with this T, it can also represent, so we were talking about, well, if it's not over and you want to communicate with this person and you want to give it another try, there may be things that need to be released for that to happen. Like an example is certain resentments. Like if you truly want to start the slate clean with somebody and you want to move forward, it may require you either letting go or forgiving certain things or just releasing certain parts that would still keep it in this conflicted kind of like energy, right? But that's ultimately, again, up to you. If you feel like that's something you find worthy. If you do not, then the T can be like, well, it's time to release what you feel you need to release, or you can make that decision on your own. You don't even have to have all the answers right now. You can see for yourself. You can let the universe do something about it, or you can ultimately decide, right? But the T says that there's something here that needs to be spilled. There's something here that needs to be dissolved away. It's actually getting poured on these flowers too, which means that it would probably be really good for or nurturing for your growth, or helpful in that way as well. Maybe the T can be also, what's the gossip here? Do you need to know the truth? Are we making assumptions about this situation? If there is gossip or is drama, I would honestly say stay clear of it. Don't get too involved or too wrapped up into it. And if it's causing you lots of drama, it's causing you, then maybe it's time to do what's best for yourself here as well. Also, the T card can also be, well, maybe there's information that you need to know, or there's something that you need to find out too, like kind of like that what's the T. I think I have a deck that's called What's the T here too. Spirit, let's get another card here, and I have another deck we're going to use too. We have the cheese fries wanting to come out. One more card from this deck. And the gardener. Oop, the gardener. Excuse me, what is going on? The chicken nugget. The gardener and the high priestess. We'll do the chicken nugget at the bottom of the deck. Now, it's funny because the high priestess, some of you may garden, aka smoke and stuff like that, or it could just be like a sense of like an energy of like the metaphorical smoke cleanse here, depending on you and stuff like that. But I do feel like this message has actually come up in all of it. But the gardener and the high priestess, both of these cards represent watering your own garden and taking care of yourself, making sure you're not neglecting yourself. And I think that's been a message in all of the advices here. So there's something in the collective where we're taking our power back or taking our energy back and we're putting it back into ourselves, whatever that may be, even if it's just a night of self-care, even if it's journaling, even if it's anything like that. But the more energy you put into yourself, trust the more beneficial and the better it will be for you too. So if you feel very tired, or if you feel like you've been kind of thinking about the situation or worrying about the situation almost to like your detriment or your mental health, it's important for you to remember to take time and space for yourself. The high priestess is also the intuition card at the same time. And so trust in that you will be receiving the answers and you'll know what to do when you need to know it. If you feel very confused right now, or if you feel like you don't know what to do and you're searching for an answer, sometimes it feels counterintuitive, but sometimes the best thing to do is just sit back and allow it to come to you. Allow the realizations to come to you. The cheese fries can be sometimes well, it's all intuitive, but the cheese fries, and in this sense is what I'm picking up on, is sometimes you may be a little bit too hard on yourself. You may be like, well, I feel like I shouldn't do that, or I know I shouldn't do that, and stuff like that. And Spirit kind of wants you to open up to all the possibilities. Like, you know, give yourself a little bit of freedom, give yourself a little bit of room to indulge, even if, my dog's knocking at the door, even if it's just your imagination on what it is, what outcome you want, or what it is you feel like you should do. Open that up. Your mind is very powerful, okay? So maybe imagine a certain scenario. And there's something like that's coming to mind too about like a Carl Jung practice, and it's like it's something about the imagination where if you sit there and you don't judge yourself and you let yourself just imagine, and it's not that it's going to come true, it's not nothing manifesting or anything like that. It's getting into your psyche. So it's almost like free drawing, but for your mind, like free drawing, free writing, right? And you're just imagining a scenario. What happens? Is there scary things that come? Is it detrimental? Does it work out in your favor? There's answers about you and your mind and your heart and what you believe in your psyche and your subconscious that can actually be brought to the surface with this too. Very interesting message coming there. So let yourself indulge. Don't be too hard on yourself or too strict or too rigid at this time here too. The chicken nugget and the cheese fries too. Maybe, and the taco. What's up with all this food? Some of you guys need to eat. Eat and nurture your body as well. Yeah. I don't even think I want to pull the other deck now. I think we're good. But now that I said that, I feel like I kind of want to. Also, the chicken nugget. I want to read the cheese fries, but I want to talk about the chicken nugget. We have the taco under there. The taco card can talk about things falling apart as well, kind of like the tower and stuff, but also it's still good. Like, you know, it's still of substance and it's still good. Now, I feel like the chicken nugget, intuitively, I'm like, you're somebody who, even if you don't believe it, you're very versatile. You're able to adapt, and you have a lot of things to offer everybody. You get what I'm saying? Like, and you can fit into wherever you need to fit in. That's not the problem. It's about what is being brought to you and what matches for you. What's best for you is what I'm feeling with this chicken nugget card. Oh, I opened right to the cheese fries. Good. No time wasted. Okay. It says, because cheese fries. Cheese fries are the answer to everything. The clock is ticking. You haven't had your fix of monosodium, glutamate, sodium, tripolyphosphate, and yellow dye number 5. You've been so hard on yourself lately. Oh, I knew it. You've been so hard on yourself lately, and it's okay to indulge right now. You deserve the fries and the cheese on top. Put your cares aside, relax, and surrender to gluttony. You know, all of this together too makes me think of, like, you need to have like just plan a night where you just do whatever you want to do. Specifically if you're somebody who's very good with your habits and things like that, you know, let yourself, I'm not saying to go binge or to go fully like the opposite way. I'm just saying have a night for yourself. You can have a girls' night or a boys' night or whatever, where you can kick back and relax. If you're somebody that likes to smoke a little bit, smoke a little bit. If you want to have a little drinky poo, have a drinky poo. If you're sober, stay sober. Whatever. It's for everybody. I'm trying to find a little something for everybody. But have a night where you can just chill. I feel like that's gonna be so good for you. I feel like that would be so healing for some of you. Like, maybe you need that. Like, you just need a night. Just get your like favorite snack. And it can be healthy too. Like, hey, if you're like, I don't want to eat cheese fries or I don't want to do that, fine, don't do that. But like, get yourself a snack that you would enjoy. Maybe put on a movie or hang out with some friends and just kick back and just give yourself a night to just forget about everything and just chill and relax. I feel like there's something here about your soul needing to be nourished in that sense. And that's just an example too. Whatever comes to mind for you that you feel like you need to do. Hey, if you're an artist and you just want to like grab the pen and paper, or you want to grab the paint and the canvas and you want to just see, you know, if you want to start making, or if you want to make some music, you want to do something, you want to dance or something, like just do it. Don't overthink it. Don't be too hard on yourself, because Spirit's like, you need like this cleansing of some sort. where you can just kick off your shoes, be free. If you want to go run in the grass barefoot, you know, or in the rain, or turn your sprinklers on or something and then go out there too, do whatever you need to do to kind of relieve yourself of this sense of pressure, or just like have a little fun, forget about it for a second, you know? And I think that's good advice to anyone at any time too. Even as I'm saying this, as I'm like, oh yeah, chill out, I literally have like my arm like back here and I'm like slunched to the side and I'm like, I just feel so chill. And I think that that's like a spirit wants you to like embrace that energy, okay? Whatever you feel like doing though, it's your choice. But other than that, guys, I think I am gonna leave this reading here. I don't think we need the other deck. I think we got what we needed, at least for now. If you feel like you need a little bit more, check out another reading. I'm sure there's something in there for you, a little something, something. But I'm gonna end this here. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. Thank you so much for just tuning in. Thank you so much to all of you who like the video, the thumbs up. Love that. It's such a simple way to show support. It helps me out too. Thank you to those who comment and share your love, your experiences, your stories, your wisdom, your advice, all of it, your scenarios, how it resonates, share what pile you chose. I can go on and on. Thank you guys all for doing it. And thank you also to my Vibrant Soul Tribe, which is my returning subscribers. I couldn't do it without you, and I am just so grateful that you wanted to see more of me, that you weren't sick of me and you wanted to be a part of this Vibrant Soul Tribe, and I just think that's so beautiful. So thank you so much. I like to show my gratitude to you. But other than that, guys, I am going to take off, so I will see you later. Bye.